Come on. All right, we live. Wait for a couple of fine gentlemen and young ladies to join in. Shed a little light on the situation. Check out while we're waiting. Check out Eastern Loggers December calendar picture. That's pretty cool. So you guys can see that. I got a mean glare. I'm sorry. Look at that snow. I believe the felt. Well, I can turn the camera around. How's that? Yeah. So that fella's name was Bruce Hudson. Been a logger for 25 years out of Arcade, New York. I don't know if I'd chuckle or if I'd just, that'd be enough to make you want to punt. The picture in the thumbnail, if you're wondering, is from these awesome calendars that my buddy Fire Captain Tom sent me, and that's for January 2020. That's a nice buck there. But what's up, Mr. Beck? Mr. Kaiser? Fire Captain, did you just see that? Look what I was doing. I had my calendar up. So, MSL, what's up? So, I'm going to give you guys a quick update and a little bit of info on what's going on here in the next video. So, let's give you the update here recently. I'm not going to walk around too much because of the echo. But there it is. It's finished. Well, I got to put a threshold right there. We got about 8 inches in that big storm, but... So, it's finished. I need some more dead animals in here. There is... That's the pine. And I made the little beam go across there. That's just MDF that I painted black. It's not real steel or nothing like that. And I got my ceiling fan. Can you see it? It looks pretty. And Home Depot jobber on that. The trim, let me see if I can sneak over here without the Wi-Fi getting me. This is American chestnut. We found a couple small trees on a job that got obliterated by the other crew. This was years ago, 5, 6 years ago. They didn't know what they were and they got knocked over. And they were only about 8 inches in diameter. I milled them. They were kind of rough. I milled them down and I left all the knots and everything in them. And because I thought, like right there, like that kind of character, I thought that stuff looked really cool. And I did all those out of that stuff. The pine is from trees I've cut down. I milled it, planed it, did all that stuff, everything. Same with the trim. Now the flooring I didn't do. I bought this. That's a red oak veneer on an engineered base. And then I didn't like the trim that I made out of the chestnut for this. It didn't turn out how I wanted it. So I got some red oak. So there it is. The room is done. I need a big elk or something right there. I got my moose horns I got to put up. But I wanted to do a live feed. I know Mikey and them guys is going to do one here later on, so I wanted to get mine out of the way. And that way you guys can watch that if you want. But let me get this set up here. And Dark Horse, what's up, buddy? You find patches of them, Fire Captain, and they get so big, and I don't know what kills them. I don't know if it's that blight or what it is, but something kills them. There was a lot on this job. They were some were tall and straight, but they get about that big around. It seemed like the bigger they were, the shorter they were, but you could tell they were dying quick. And we'll see you, Mr. Saw Surgeon. Let me get on here. That way I can read your comments a lot better. Just give me a second. Well, I have a commercial, but I can read the comments still. Neil, that's funny, but it ain't funny. Thank you, MLH. That was the floor is what I was working on. That was what I was up to when you called me the other day with that funny story. And Ohio, I was working on the house all day. That's what I've been doing all weekend. So, Nate, get a hold of me. There's about 5 to 8 trees. There's a couple along the field right there. You can see where I stopped. And there's a couple along the back of that house. I didn't know how close you wanted to get or how close that guy wanted to get. If you want me, I could probably come out Tuesday. We can hack those. Tomorrow I got to load trucks and I got to chip a little more stuff they found in the back corner. So I'm going to be tied up tomorrow. But I'll be good Tuesday. You ought to work a little extra overtime, buddy, because we're here. We're supposed to get some pretty good rain, I think, Thursday or Wednesday night into Thursday or something like that. So you ought to try to get on that and get everything out to your landing that you can, and clean your roads up and be done back in the woods there. It'd be a good way to end that note, especially right before Christmas. So, yes, the super sketchy tree. Now, a lot of people would say, why did you cut it? I think in the video I stated, why would you cut that? Well, that thing was on its way out. It would have been blown over. I can't believe it didn't blow over in that storm that blew all the timber over 100 yards away. Because you saw in the video, there was nothing holding that thing. We have another video coming, an even bigger oak tree. You'll just have to wait and see that one. So, but the next video that's coming out, I think, is Wednesday. We'll see, MLH. Take care, buddy. So, I got a got a video coming out Wednesday. Now, it's a little controversial whether or not I was going to post this or not. So, whoever sees this, and whoever doesn't. But I have a disclaimer that there's some bad language in it. I contemplated on cutting it out. Some parts I did cut out, but some parts I left. It was moving day. It's when we moved to this land clearing job we were doing. And anytime we move equipment, and I get a little worked up, because that's my entire investment, is the loader and everything strapped behind that truck flying down the road that I'm not driving. And it just, I get a little excited. So I slipped up with a couple bad words, but I left a disclaimer in there. So I hope you guys, if you're watching it, keep the kiddos out of the room, or if that kind of language, you don't like that, that's cool. I totally understand if you don't want to watch it. I just felt that it wasn't fair. I tell you I'm going to put the good stuff on here, and I tell you I'm going to put the bad stuff and everything in between. So it wouldn't be fair for me to, cut that out. And every once in a while, we're human, we're loggers, bad words come out. It's not my finer moment, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So, who wants you to cut some? All right, so just holler at me, Nate. Send me a message after this is over or whatever, and we'll figure it out. I can come over. We'll take care of that. Wait a minute. I missed a comment. Fire Captain Tom. Fire Captain Tom. I missed something here. Why did you start doing YouTube? Yeah, Fire Captain Tom said it's meat chicks, and you see how well that went for me. I can tell you that I may have met a chick, but it wasn't on YouTube. So, and she's not a chick. She is a wonderful young woman. Topic for another day. So, well, like I said, Nate, it won't be bad. Even if you track your excavator back there and we push him with that, it won't be bad. We work together. It's a heck of a lot easier to have to do it by yourself. So, I did not, Mr. Beck. I didn't. I used to watch his stuff all the time, and he had a lull there where he didn't post anything, and I do watch it. He's a darn good faller. I like watching him. Zach Johnson, howdy. Kevin, if I didn't say hi, how to you now? MSL, I learned my lesson about hitting on girls at Bunyan. Well, better yet, I learned about hitting on girls, period, if you're around Steve. Goals to be done Wednesday. All right, man. Hope you got some chokers. If not, just get up early tomorrow and drive up there and get the damn things and get it over with. Just wake up. I don't know what time they open, but you said it's about an hour, hour and a half from home. So leave that time, hour, hour and a half. Get there and get them back. Because that machine can, whew. You guys, you'll see a little bit of this in the video. And if I go back out there to cut more, I'll do some video just on it. But he's got this TSK, and this thing will pull. Oh, is it a horse? I will, buddy. Thank you. Oh, man. So, there was the heads up that there might be some bad language in the next video. I showed you the room. There's really not a lot going on except for Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. I got a nice message in the beginning of the next video about Christmas and New Year's. You guys, if you don't watch the video, at least watch the beginning minute or two. Because that's something that hits really close to home for me. And it might be hitting close to home for somebody you know, or even you. So it's, just watch it. You'll see. I usually do the same thing about this time every year, so. Marshy, hello. Okay, Fire Captain Tom. Marshy might be able to help you on the ripping chain. He's doing some of that slabbing stuff on the Alaskan mill. Just saw 2012 517 in Middlefield up north Fort. No crap. Nate, I sent you a link for a bell. Check that out. Oh man, Charles is going to be busy. Stalls did reply to me. What they come up with, Fire Captain? Anything good? Hey, Nate, I'm fine, buddy. Works out. Everything works out. I'll be happy to cut for you. Like I said, I don't know what Matt's got Sorry, I don't know what the guy that buys my timber got going on yet. So, there's talks of some good stuff. I might be working over your way, actually. I don't know for sure yet. That'd be cool if I did. Because if I get slow or something, I can just jump over and help you, cut for you here and there. I got to get the cutter going. Now, there's some things that are going to be happening here shortly. They're going to make it a little tougher for me to do that. To be away from home from like overnight and things. So I got to, it's going to be, it won't be, I got to manage my time. It's going to be tough here for a little bit. Okay. An Oregon chain, I forgot the number. That would be, I mean, probably be the best bet. I've never played with rip and chain too much. I just gnaw on it with the regular chain like I normally do. And usually the only time I'm doing something like this, I'm cutting a bench or farting around or being a weenie and doing something in the woods to poke fun at, you know, one of the other guys. I may have been known to carve certain body parts out of a log or something to joke with people. But yeah, you know, I got a mind of a 12-year-old, so. You got to do, it's the simple things in life that get you through. I'll help fix the cutter, but you have to, MSL, how can I use that cutter down your place? I'd have better luck turning it on, shoving it off the top, and just pick it up at the bottom, and whatever it knocked over on the way down is bonus. I don't think rubber tire would work in your area. I wish it would. Yes, Fire Captain, I carved a weenie or two into a log before, poking fun at somebody. Where's David Haley when you need him? And by the way, Fire Captain, you should go over and check out David's next video. I think you'll have fun with it. Oh, he's here. See, David likes to lurk in the background and sneak in. And then he waits for the right moment and he pounces like a puma and he hits you with that like half-staff comment, you know, like the backhanded compliment kind of thing. Pow! He gets you. He's good like that. He can sit beside his little skitter. Robert Kennedy, howdy, buddy. Oh, man. So, there's going to be a lot of, there's a big change coming around here soon. It's for the better. It's big. Had backstrap with bush light tonight. You're just rolling high class, aren't you, Nate? Think you could have sprang for like some Labatt's maybe. Ah. Was I poking fun at Log? Where was I poking fun at Logger Wade? I'll poke fun all you want me to, Junior. Just tell me where to poke. I gotta get out and see you guys. All you next. I'm hoping this thing, the YouTube get together thing that Mikey's planning, which I hope that goes. I hope the Corona Boner don't screw everybody over because I'm looking so forward to that. You keep hinting on these big changes coming. Hey man, you just guys are gonna have to watch. There's just some stuff I can't let out early. Nice, Kev. How many did you order? And how much, Kevin? How much snow did you guys get? Ah man, pushing it back to fall now. I figured with the vaccine we'd be okay. Everybody would lax up a little bit, but hey, I guess you got to be careful. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not worried about it, but like you got to watch when people have an elderly family or somebody that's sick or something in their family, or you don't want to do anything that would get them in trouble. So I understand that. My table's coming apart. See how the ADD kicks in? I got it bad. I didn't tell you anybody was moving in. You guys don't know what's going on. Okay, Neil Darling wants to know, is our hunting season over? Our hunting season is not over. Archery starts up January 1st. Muzzleloader starts along with it, so you can archery hunt and bow hunt again. We do have a late rut sometimes here. Some does come late into season, so you find last year I was seeing a real nice buck running around the house here chasing on a doe that's local to here. And you can hunt squirrels and small game. I think they closed grouse because the grouse numbers are way down, but pheasants, you can have pheasants. Small game's open right now, and then trapping season starts. So the day after Christmas, fox and coyote trapping, mink, and like muskrat and all that stuff's open now. But after Christmas, you can start trapping beavers. And then we have a special bobcat trapping season and a bobcat hunting season. And we have a fisher trapping season. And this year, I would like to try to trap a bobcat because while I was hunting, I think I found a den or an area where one is hanging out a lot. So. Oh, Junior. I've seen that video of the people riding around in the field. Yes. Now, you guys, I have a whole... Here, I can show you. I got a whole stack of beaver. I'm not saying the beaver, but beaver hides over here. Now, the goal... Give me a minute. Got to turn the light on. The goal is one day... What'd I do to them? They're all stacked in there. See them all? I think I got 20 some in there. Some of them are huge. There's one in there from a beaver that was 62 pounds. I think it's this one right here. But the goal is I'm going to get a huge bedspread made out of that. And like a comforter for my bed. But that cost a lot of money. And then I'm going to trim it. I'll show you here. I want to trim it. Oh, I got shoes in the door with big feet. The goal is to trim it with fox hide. If you can see that. That's a gray fox. Let me get in the light. I want to trim it gray fox, red fox on the top and bottom, and then the sides I'll do with coyote because coyote is hard. The fur's more grainy. So you don't want that up by your face or anything because you wouldn't be able to sleep very well. That's the goal. That's been a goal for a long time. All right. I wonder where those people came from, Junior. They're not hunting your property, right? They're hunting a neighboring property, I'm guessing. Well, that was unfortunate. Let me get this all put back here. Disheveled. Cord's in my way. Okay. David says they don't match the drapes. Oh, you're bad. Fire captain, 62 pounds. Yes. That thing was like a damn bear cub. I drug it out of the woods on a kid, like a little kid's sled. I have this orange sled I used to use for dragging deer. Where I rigged it up to drag trapping stuff. And where I was trapping down off this highway, it was down in a real nasty hole, down in like strip mine ground where the water's like, kind of looks like your driver's license. You get all kind of cool colors out of it. And I caught this thing in a conibear, and it was so big, the only thing could get into 330 conibear was its head. And it was dead, of course. I took it, threw it on that sled, and drug it out on the kiddie sled. I'm telling you, it looked like a small grizzly bear. And we threw it on the tailgate of a Chevy pickup truck, and his tail was touching one side of the tailgate, was hanging over a little bit, and his nose was at the other. And that was a big son of a gun. All right, I missed some comments. Hi, Dave Stewart. Hunting some coyotes. Oh, headed up north. Yes, I am, Jason, text me. I'll tell you the details. Okay, Eli's asking. Eli, I seen your post there. I think you'd be better off with the Timco than you would with the Cat or the Timber Pro. Timco has way better track power. I know from experience because the guy I work with has one of them Cats. They're cheaper, but the track drive suck, in my opinion. But I don't know as much as David does. Had a beaver come swimming up my driveway during a flood. Well, that'd be different. Eli, congratulations on your daughter, too, by the way. I hope I got that. No, neighboring property, okay. Bobcats aren't a big deal, but the Panthers are a sight to see, and yes, I've seen them. Jet black with 3 foot long body and longer tail. Cool. Matt Teeple, what's up, buddy? Can't say right now, Perry. David hit the nail on the head on, all equipment depends on how it's treated. Dave Crable. Okay. So did it go through? MSL, did it happen? You don't have to say what it is, but is it you guys good with what we talked about earlier? Tell Sarah I said hello. Tell everybody I said hello. I just got the update. Watch Dirt Perfect in 30 minutes. So we'll sneak this in. 653 buncher. Was that rubber tire, Mr. Yahoo? Maybe you should ask Eli, might know about that. That's a bog stone to throw. Turner Roberts, what's he throwing? Okay, Sexton Zach exclaimed, do you trap any more Pete? Yeah. Well, I haven't in the past 2 years because this year I'm making time to go do a little bit of it at least. I'd love to get back into swing catching coyotes. I'm going to tell you what, the best time to catch coyotes and traps is when it's cold, 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 cold. Like single digits is even better. There's 2 reasons. You don't catch all the garbage. The coons tend to like den up and they don't really come out and dit around. You don't get the possums, you don't get the skunks or any of that other crap. You basically have your 4-legged ones running, your foxes, red and gray, and your coyotes. And when the coyotes get real cold like that, they start looking to mate, especially towards the end of January. And boy, you could slam them. But let me tell you how bad it sucks to run a trap line off a quad when it's that cold. Holy cow. Yes, good stuff, MSO. A wheel bell saw. Oh, you must like that, huh, Nate? Yeah, I remember that one, David. So, sometimes the best thing I can say about that is sometimes honesty hurts. Sensing attitude out of that buck of mine. Which buck, John? Oh. So John LaBrosse is asking about the buck over here. Lou, he's not down there. He's over here. So, I'm going to take you over there. I'll show you that mount, John. Someday you come down, I'll show you that. Up close. But this mount here, he's got Odie Horse's hat on it right now. You don't need to see Odie Horse's hat. There you go. Anyways, so the buck I had mounted this way, the year that I killed this deer, I killed 3 bucks. I shot one in Manitoba, which is down the far end down there. Then I shot this one in Pennsylvania with a bow. And then I shot this one with a rifle in West Virginia. And it was 9-point, obviously. It wasn't a huge deer, but it was a beautiful buck. Had a beautiful hide, beautiful face. So I said, let's do something crazy with it. And he said, well, let's put it on a pedestal. And I said, all right, cool. I'll make the pedestal. So I made all the raised panel chairing, all the styles, panels, made it into an octagon. Or not octagon, a hexagon. Yeah, hexagon 6, dummy. Should have paid attention to geometry class. And then I built the base for it. And this lifts out. You can pick this all up to move it. And then there's like a habitat scene there. But I've been, any of these little antlers and stuff I've been finding when I'm working, I just been throwing them on there. That's a beaver skull that I had boiled. I thought that was cool, so I threw that on there. And yeah, that's just kind of what I did with that. No attitude. I wanted to make it look like he was coming up into an oak tree here, and he was like, I don't know, like starting to make a scrape. Like they stick their antlers up like they're going to make a scrape or do their licking branch thing. So that's what I kind of was going for with that one. So hope that sheds a little light on that. I want to do some cooler things in time here, but I got to shoot some bigger deer. I needed to get that room done, so I had room for them. But now I'm working on planning where I want to go on my next hunt. I really want to kill a nice mule deer. I want to kill an elk. I would love to go on a bow hunt in the Midwest somewhere for deer. I got a lot of wish lists, man. A lot of wish lists. Brian Smith, what's up, buddy? Thank you, Lucky Monkey. Thank you, Matt Teeple. Pair of cougars this fall. No shit. We have mountain lions in this state now, like not a lot of them. I don't know if they pass through or what they do, but I'm telling you they're here. My brother has seen tracks in the snow up by State College, which is big mountains up there. But they're around. Of course, the authorities don't like, whatever. Double cut on the 28 as long as it's double cut. Former hunter partner, hold on. Bill, dearly departed, saw a panther in broad daylight while rifle hunting Garrett County at 70 yards with no stone or ground. He said it was no little kitty. I wouldn't mention that they were. Oh, Dad are both watching this with full volume in different rooms. The house is currently full of the sound and echo of your mom. Your mom's probably going nuts. No more couch. We're going to come down and throw a big party. I don't care about no COVID restrictions. When it happens, Junior, we're tearing it up. Maybe I'll bring Pappy with me and some other guests. Don Zeiler says they've seen the Panthers in Clarion. Ooh, nice. Good to go. Are you good to go yet, Nate, or you still got to finish up your stuff? We need to go look at that little job in Washington. We need to pick a day and go do that because he's like ready to go. I think I got to dig that email back up. All right, I got it. We down? Okay. I'm gonna tell you what, Firecap. I love the hunting public. Those are some good dudes. Someday I'd love to hunt with Jake, the fellow that does the deer camp in Wisconsin every year. That's a trip. I love that. That'd be the ultimate thing. Would be to like go on a bow hunt with him somewhere. Just hunt with them guys in period. That would be a blast. That would just be downright cool. They do a lot more on the ground hunting, and that's what I want to get more into. The problem with where like I hunt around here is I don't have the area to spot the deer and get after. You know, it's tougher. You run into too much private ground where you can't get onto. So your window of opportunity to get a deer on the ground is a little tougher for spot and stalk. Whereas sometimes you're better just to sit and wait for them to come off the private to you. Oh, John, that's where it's at. I was going to apply for a preference point. Now, it's funny you say this. John, the guy on here, Fire Captain Tom, just hunted in Iowa, not Ohio. I think he was telling me for a bow, I'd love to bow hunt Iowa, something fierce. He told me, I think it's like 5 years of applying before a non-resident can get a tag. And I think it's 3 years with it for gun. Which you'd think more people would want to go gun hunting. It doesn't make much sense, but bow hunting's getting awful popular these days. That's funny, Dave. Well, technically you can't get in trouble for shooting one, Dave, because it's not classified game in the state of Pennsylvania. So if you shot a mountain lion in Pennsylvania, there's a thing they can do about it. Dude, we'll just do it together. We'll just do it together, Nate. I'm serious. I don't know what that guy's looking to get for it, but we'll go down and give him an honest thing. And I'd like to start doing some things together. It's 14,000 feet. As long as the stuff's not real crooked, I could have it all on the ground in a day. A good long day. Just because walnuts, you got to take your time with walnut. Obviously, we know that. 3 for sure with the bow, 2 for a gun tag rum hunting. Okay. But I applied for preference points to Montana and Wyoming. Well, one of them is it's not a preference point. It's just you get more chances on the draw next year. So, but the other one is a preference point. I got friends there, Arkansas, Missouri, and a nephew who's a wildlife. Yeah, remember you telling me the bear hunt. Birds, nice. Hey, I will reach out to him. I'll look when I get off of here. Message me, and I'll get the guy's number and address. Maybe we can look at it. Well, if you're done by Wednesday, we could look at it Wednesday. But you got to be done doing what you're doing Wednesday. You got to have about a free day. You come to my house, and then I'll drive the rest of the way down. Walnut seems to be the hot ticket item right now. Well, I'd venture to say, Chris, you're about due. You're probably going to pop it next year. Okay, Dustin George wants to know, he wants to get a lightweight bar. What is the difference between still lightweight and Sugihara lightweight? I don't know. The design's a little different. The still has the big oblong thing taken out of the middle, where the Sugihara has like ovals, there's spaces, like punch outs. I'm going to tell you what a big thing is. The price. Big time. Sugihara bar, if you get it from Stahl's Logging Supplies, I believe is $89 plus shipping. So if you buy a bar, buy a couple chains, if you need any other supplies, buy those things. And it's not as bad to get shipped if you have some other stuff you have to get. If you're buying just a bar and you pay the shipping, it comes, I think, about $100. I can't imagine, I don't know how much the still bars are, but I know they're not cheap. I've heard good things about them. They're very well made. I'm just telling you, for the money, The Sugi bars you can't really beat. You guys see me run them. I mean, I pound on them. Pound on them. Now, I have heard, I know Canon came out with a lightweight bar. In my opinion, the best bar in the market is a Canon bar. For two reasons. They're super, super hard. They have very, very little wear on them. They don't, I mean, the steel is ridiculously hard. And the tip in them is the same as the Oregon Power Match tip. So it's, you know, you can always swap Oregon Power Match tip instead if you can't get a, I forgot what they're called already. Someone's gonna have to help me. It's gone. I totally forgot what they're called. Canon, that's it. Canon. Wow. So anyways, Canon, they come out with a lightweight, and the girl had it there, and I was trying like hell to get her to hook me up with one so I could demo it, give a review on it, and she was not having any of that. So I think they wanted it to go. That was at the Logging Show, Logging Expo in Oregon. That was 2 years ago now. I think they wanted it to go to somebody on the West Coast. I think a lady got it out that cuts on Vancouver Island, I think. Or maybe she's in British Columbia, but she's up that way. Yes, that is the only problem with the Canon lightweight. You're going to have to chop off your Jimmy to pay for it. They are expensive. But I bought just a regular Canon bar, and other than the weight, I ran that one bar for like 6 months. I put over 500,000 feet through it. A lot of footage through it. And I'm not easy on them. You know, shit gets pinched. You close the rail up. I beat a screwdriver down in there to open it back up. I do, you know, that's with all my bars. I run it. I don't baby my stuff. I take care of it, but I don't baby it. I want performance out of the things I use. Okay. How is cherry and hickory? I just sold cherry and hickory and made more on hickory. Cherry's still not doing too good from what I'm told. If you have good material, it'll do okay. You know, obviously if it's up there and, you know, four-sided clear and better and you get into the prime and then veneer, that's still doing okay. But you start bumping down the lower grades, it ain't really worth poopy. From what I hear. I missed a comment. Hit that thumbs up, gang. I'm out for the night. Merry Christmas. That's Chris Beck. So, Dustin, George, I hope I answered your question. Oh, MSL. Damn. Fire Captain Tom used to hunt eastern Montana near Glendive. Great whitetails in the river bottoms. Milk River, where was that at? The Milk River, was that in Wyoming or Montana? That was always a big one on all the hunting shows when I was a kid. And I think they had the chronic wasting disease or something killed a bunch of their deer off. Give it a try, Justin. Now, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I have bought them in the past, and you just get like one that don't last as long, like the temper was effed up or something. But I've only had the tip blow out of 2 in the 6-8 years I've been running them. As long as you keep that tip greased, you're pretty good. I do have replacement tips from when I bend them, because usually I'll just beat the hell out of them and break the tip out, and then I can put a new tip in it. And I think tips are like $18. Dave Crable, other 2 saws. I got 4 on the floor now that need it. The latest one I just lost, it's sucking air somewhere, and I think it's around a crank seal or something. I'm not sure. Okay. Montana, I thought it was. They're saying Red Oak's coming. That's good. It's good. We need it. It needs to come back. Now, hopefully, the government doesn't screw up our next the next couple of years of work for us. But hopefully things just kind of, I want to say stay the same, but that's wishful thinking. I'm not bashing anybody, but because I think all sides of the government suck, honestly. But we all work hard for our money, and I think we should be able to keep a little more of it than we do. So, but whatever. That's not what the channel's about. MSL 8 Ohio. I seen his video, and I've cut the walnut in Junior's area. The walnut they cut is nice stuff. I think your buyer would be all over it if he's willing to buy it from that far down there. But the crap is nice. But I'm pretty sure that buyer would be on it, MSO. I mean, he's pretty serious. But if you want, I can give one of you the other's number. I can give Nate your number, MSO, or whatever, or you two can figure out however you want to do it to get in touch with the guy. But I'm just saying, Nate, from experience, the walnut Junior's got down there growing on the side of these mountains is tall, tight rings, centered hearts. It's nice stuff. Alfred Cole, where's your uncle live? Does he want to timber the property? Nah, I'm just kidding, man. So, all right, we're closing. We got about 5 minutes, and Mikey's going to steal the show here in a minute. All right, MSO, I'll give him your number. And is there anything else? I think I covered everything. We got 70 on here. Hit the thumbs up. I'll hit the thumbs up myself so we get 42. We're above halfway. That's good. Ohio's out of here. Message me tonight. We set up Tuesday maybe. I think we'll be good for Tuesday. I'm spoken for tomorrow. Maycheck, Merry Christmas to you. We have Merry Christmas wishes in the next video, so keep your eyes out for that on Wednesday. Keep the kids out of the room if you're watching it because there might be some bad words. And then, now there is a couple bad words. Dustin George wants to know what I carry on my belt. I got a felling axe. It's about a 2 pound, a pound and a half, 2 pound felling axe. Can't remember. I carry 3 wedges, 2 10-inch, 1 8-inch. I have a scrunch and a first aid kit. Get yourself a logger's first aid kit. Something that if you cut yourself, you can at least make a tourniquet. You can bandage yourself up until you can get help. Gotta have it. Sounds silly, but if you guys see that little orange pack that's floating around on my back when I'm going around with my felon belt on, that's why. It's called a cedar roth pack. I usually buy them on eBay and shit. All right, so I have my tin helmet. John LaBrosse wants to know what I'm wearing for kickback. I have the tin helmet, obviously, and the helmet, the reason I want the tin is because it'll dent before it'll cut or anything. So if you're down like this and saw it comes up and hits that brim, take the helmet off your head, not your head off your head. Chaps, I wear the Husqvarna brand safety chaps. They're them, you guys see them in the Happy New Chaps Day video. Oh, what are they, like technical or something they're called? I can't remember. MSL's the one that gave me the first pair. They actually fit. They had 3 different sizes in this version. And these ones, they had the 40 to 42 inch, and they actually went all the way to my boots, where the old ones looked like somebody chewed the bottom off. So, they work. I've never had to use them. I hope I never do. But I've seen demonstrations, and they work really good. Fanner. Helmet? No, I have not. I've seen them though. And for my climbing helmet, when I'm climbing, I have a Petzl helmet. Jason, I'm sure that I'm not saying nothing. But if they're in the room, Allie and Ava, you two have a good Christmas. Don't give your dad too much crap. He works hard for you guys. So just give him lots of love and let him know that you're always thinking about him. Don't bust his stones too bad. Poor guy. You are going to have to come over and hang out one day. Marshy. Maybe I just send you one, and when you're done with it, you just send me the damn bill. I price the stuff. I don't have time. I don't have time right now. I want to learn how to rebuild them. I just don't have time. But all right, Mikey's coming on in a minute. I'm going to get off here. Saw surgeon says safety. Yep, you hear him. Anyways, I'm going to jump off here. Y'all take care. You have a Merry Christmas. Zuki 4x4, you take care, my friend. I haven't forgot about you. Everyone, have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Go spend time with your family. Go spend time with your friends. Enjoy life, because you only get one of them to live. You really do. And by enjoy, sometimes you're going to have to take a risk or two, and it's going to scare the shit out of you. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather be scared to take a risk than be scared that I never took the risk. So, that makes sense? Not really. But, all right, everybody. Y'all take care. Once again, and don't you ever forget, don't let that meatloaf. Take care, everyone.